Hello, my name is Logan Bedford. I've had a request for making some videos on how to make PZ maps and also how to upload those maps to applications on your phone, such as the Ultramagic Flight Pack. What I'll show you here today, I'm going to do two separate videos in case you're just interested in one of them. What we'll talk about today is making PZ maps using Google Maps. You can do this a lot of different ways. There's a lot of different programs to use. I like Google Maps because you can share it, you can embed it on websites. It's very versatile. It's something that you can distribute to everybody. You can also import it into Google Earth later if you want to do that. And so it's very nice and easy to use. So what we'll do is we're going to make some maps here. So if you log into your Gmail account, if you don't have one, highly suggest you sign up for one. You have to do it to use Google Maps and save all your maps. So when you log in, you'll see these 3 little buttons or 9 little buttons up here in the right corner. Click there, go ahead and click on Maps. That's going to bring you to this screen. This is I like the Earth view a little bit better. That way we can see what we're working with. Up here in the menu, you'll see 3 bars. Click there. You can click on My Maps. So what we'll show you is how to make something like this map here. This is a PZ map, shows the area, has a lot of areas of interest, stuff that balloonists need to watch out for. We've got a description of the areas, who ran into the landowner, any phone numbers, any kind of specifics that will be useful for somebody that's looking at the map. We've also got the Nashville airspace overlaid on the map. That's a little bit more in depth. I can show you kind of details on how you would do that. You need the files to upload. If you're interested in those files, get in touch with me at hotairadventures@gmail.com. I can send you the airspace files for your local area, and you can import those right into this map. So we're going to get out of here. We're going to come back here. Let's go back to My Maps, and then we're going to click Create. Create is going to let us start making a new map. So we'll zoom right into the Nashville area. Now if you wanted to add airspace on here, you would click this import button. If you request the files from me, I can send them to you. You'll click import here. Then you'll go find those airspace files that I'd sent to you. I've got all mine listed here. Just for instance, here's one piece of the Nashville airspace. We can just import that right in, and that's going to then, you'll see here shortly, it'll show up the Nashville airspace overlaid on the map. So again, that's just one part of it. We can go in here to the colors. We can change that to a blue. We can make that a little more transparent and adjust the border widths. So again, if you're interested in doing that, let me know and I can get you some of the files there to do that. But for right now, we're just going to stick on focusing on just creating PZs for your local area. So if we go down here to Franklin, here's a PZ that I'm familiar with. We've got a farm here on the corner of the road. I'm going to change this base map over to the satellite view. So we've got a farm down here. This guy doesn't hate balloons, but he doesn't love us flying low over there. So what we're going to do is click this little 3-dot button here. We're going to add a line or a shape, and then we're just going to start connecting the dots to outline this property. We'll follow all the way around here. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can get as detailed as you want. Connect the dots. We'll name that PZ1. You can put it in here, description, farmer asks, let's just change that to landowner asks for balloons to stay above 500 feet, emergency landings only. You can put in any description if you got a phone number to the landowner or something like that, contact information. You know, it's always good to check and kind of limit who you're sharing this information with, but it is something that you can distribute to other pilots in the area. Again, just kind of use your discretion on what kind of information you want to give out. We'll save that. I like to make mine red color. So once we do that, you see PZ1 pop up over here. We'll go to the paint bucket here. We're going to change that to red. And then if you see these sliders down here at the bottom, that's going to adjust your transparency. So make that to where you can still see through it a little bit. Make the border a little wider so it stands out a little more. And there you have it. So there's the first PZ. When we click on it, we can get information about it. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple, pretty easy to do. You know, if we come up here, let's see another PZ in the area I know about. So here's another one here. We just want to click this draw a line button, add a line or shape. Go right around this farm here. That PZ2. Just put something simple in there. You get the point. Go back to our paint bucket. We can change that to red. We can adjust the transparency, make the border a little wider. After you get the hang of it, you'll go through these pretty quickly. So there you can see our PZ map's already starting to come together. You can obviously do this. Go ahead and fill in all the ones in your area. Anything that you want other balloonists to be aware of. You know, if you've got launch sites, places that are really friendly, you know, you can go in here and you know, you can draw a line. Wait a second for this to load up. People's Church here is a real friendly place if we want to draw a line around this. And you know, we can say friendly launches and landings. We can save that. We can go to our colors here, maybe make that a green color, add the border a little wider, and then there we have friendly areas on there as well. So when you zoom out, you can kind of see these areas. If you're over here, you can see them pop up. You can go to any one of them, click on them, find out any information that you have about them. So pretty straightforward, pretty simple. What I like about Google Maps is that we can then, we'll go to the share button. We want to add a name to the map, so we'll say Franklin PZs, PZ zones in Franklin area. Hit OK. This is private right now, so only you are going to be able to access it. You can invite people to be able to access it. You can set if they can edit it or only view it. So if you have just a specific group of balloonists in your area you want to share it with, you can do that. You can also change this to public. You can either do it public on the web to where anybody can find it, or you can do it to anybody who has a link. So you can make it public and only people who you send links can access it. You can also adjust here if anybody can edit or view it. I like it just where they can view it. If you get too many people editing it, your map will start to change pretty rapidly. So I make it public here. You can take this link, you can share it with a Facebook group. Maybe if you have balloonists in your area, you can send it in an email. Also, what we can do is come over to these three little dots here. You can embed it on your website. You just copy and paste this. You can change these numbers, 640 and 480, to larger numbers, and that will change the size of the window that you see it on. To show you an example of this, I can go right here to our Hot Air Balloon Association here in Franklin. I can go right to the PZ Maps and Info, and that embed link will create a window on your site just like this. People can still interact with the map. They can zoom in on it, they can zoom out, they can scroll around, they can find information. And adjusting those numbers are going to adjust the width here and the height. So you can just play around with those till it fits your website right. You can also click on it and actually go to the map. They can change it over to Street View or Earth View. So complete interactive map. It works really well. So that's basically it. If you want to save this as a file, you can export it as a KML file, do the entire map. Um, uh, I do it as a KML file instead of the KMZ. You can do it as a KMZ as well. That's a whole other story as to the differences and what those are. You can download this. Say OK, we'll download it to the desktop as franklinpz.kml. That way you could put it on your website as a file that people can download. You can take that file and you can upload it into Google Earth. You can also take that file and load it onto applications such as the UltraMagic Flight Pack application for your iPhone. So that's it for this tutorial. We will do another one showing how to take that file that we just saved and load that onto an application on your phone. Thank you.